Hello, welcome to episode 1 of The Talking Cheese. This, I guess I should kind of explain what this is, first of all. Kind of like a very quick rundown. I don't want to be on this too long. It's just going to be kind of like a video log, audio log kind of thing. The reason I say audio log, because it's more about what I'm saying versus what is being shown on the screen. I'll be honest, I'm just not very comfortable showing my face, like on camera or anything like that. So I decided not to, but I still wanted to do these videos, and I love video games and I love recording video games. So I decided to just throw gameplay of like recent stuff I recorded or am playing, and I just kind of talk over in similar vein to kind of like older Call of Duty commentary videos. Some of those were like about the video itself, like the gameplay, but right now, like, I'm not watching anything. Like, I just have my notes in front of me, and my notes are literally just the title of the video, what it's gonna be, basically like the tagline, because I kind of want it as a reminder to be on topic, you know. So what am I going to talk about in future ones? It's just going to be what I feel like. It can be reviews, it could be like movie reviews, music, at least anything that's on my mind. But for the first one, I wanted to talk about you know, this and kind of why I'm doing this, I guess. And I guess before I get into it too, I should start with my YouTube channel, Cheese Archive, that this is being uploaded to, and I have like a million videos of just, you know, let's play, like kind of uncut gameplay as I record myself playing alone or with friends, and why I'm kind of stopping that. The number one thing is it gets to a point where I am more concerned about, you know, the gameplay or what I'm doing video game wise being recorded and archived than like kind of like just playing the game in general. You know what I mean? Versus like, you know, I'm not you know, it's got to the point where I felt like the recording of the video game is more important than me playing the video game, and I don't like that feeling. I wish I could just do it and not it be easy, because I mean, I don't really edit. Like, if you go and look at any of those videos, like, it's just uncut, like I just drag and drop. But the truth is, it takes so long to render, and, you know, then on top of that to upload, and like, you know, I need a break. And that's what the break before your break tagline is because I've done this before in the past. You know, this isn't my first YouTube channel. I've done a few here and there, and kind of always run into the same thing, and I always try to do the let's plays, kind of, and, you know, I just end up stopping. And when I stop cold turkey, it makes me want to get back into it after a while. So instead of stopping, I'm going to keep recording, because I do enjoy recording, but I'm not going to focus so much on it. I'm like letting go of like, okay, this isn't all going to be uploaded. You know what I mean? Like, I can still have fun and play the game. And I think if anything, this might help me maybe stream more. Because then I can just stream and I don't worry about the recording, and I can just do whatever, stream whatever, and just like cut to any and whatever game. But the I kind of just went off, and I've like sidetracked my own thoughts. And my notes aren't very impressive. Like, I don't know if I said already. I'm literally just looking at the title. I'll show title of the video. I'll show it real quick. But you know, I still want to record. but I want to breathe, I guess, is the other thing. So that's where the break before you break thing comes from. Will I go back to like kind of like recording kind of like everything and re-uploading? Maybe one day. I don't want to say never, right? But like, let's be honest, like no one's really watching that shit anyway. And I like it. I like it for me personally because I like to go back and just kind of see what I was doing in this game, and then I like kind of put the years of when it was recorded, and I like to go back and I really enjoy that. Hope that wasn't too loud. I don't know what the fuck that was. I think it was like a weird bird or cricket outside, but yeah. And this is the biggest if ever. You know, like literally less than like a 1% chance because I literally do not stream. But like, or if the YouTube channel took off, either or something, you know, the biggest if ever. If that happened and I was making money doing it, then and if it got to a point where I could pay someone to like essentially like, I don't know how it would work because, you know, they're not in my room on my hardware recording. I don't know if I would do it, send it. Basically an editor was what I'm trying to get to, like, or something where I can just be like, here are the quote unquote keys to the channel. Just anything I am recording or I send to you, whatever, get it uploaded. You know what I mean? Like whatever, you know. I think that would be like the for sure way. But realistically, let's be honest, how many people get to be a big streamer or a big YouTuber? Hardly anyone, you know. So I'm not, you know, discounting that. Me doing this as a hobby. Will I do it again? I can't say right now. Right now I'm not. In the future, maybe. And yeah, that's where I'm like landing on this. I just really don't want to do what I've been doing, and I want to try something else, I guess. And I kind of wanted to do like a podcast adjacent kind of thing or whatever. And, you know, it's always hard to find people who are down, I guess, because I feel like the people I would want to do something like that with don't really want to do it themselves. And I feel like the people who want to do podcasts are more in line in the headspace of dreaming or thinking about the success that could potentially come with it versus doing it. Because when I do this in my head, like if it was like a podcast or what I'm doing now or whatever, I'm doing it or would want to do it because I just really want to talk about stuff I enjoy about talking about with people I enjoy talking about it with, you know, and it being out there in the world, you know, in some sort of space for it to be consumed is amazing to me and incredible. And you know, creating conversations with people you essentially would have no way of interacting with, you know. And I know there's other ways to do that, obviously, you know, there's forums, there's social media. And I mean, I guess this is me doing that technically because YouTube, whatever. But I was in social media in my head. I was thinking more like Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, though I don't really have much experience or exposure to TikTok to, you know, say it's similar. I kind of assume. But yeah. So this is the break. and this is what I'm going to be doing. I don't have a schedule. I think it's just going to be kind of like spontaneous, I guess, when I feel the need or want to talk about something. Bam, get in front of the computer, get in front of the mic, and just go and talk about my thoughts, and probably will try to take better notes. Audio wise, this is going to be uncut for the most part, unless I have like such a really long pause where I'm really thinking, because there was a moment earlier where I was talking now, like a couple minutes ago, where I was like, damn, I should have wrote some notes, and my mind was just kind of blank. So this is all a work in progress. This is all me. I'm a work in progress. This is all a work in progress, and I really just need to work it out and not try to make or wait for things to be perfect before doing anything, because nothing in my life or in anyone's life, I think, is ever perfect. There is no perfect scenario, circumstances for us to do anything. You either just do it or you don't, and you kind of work out the kinks along the way. I'm not saying you can't have a vision and execute that vision perfectly, but I guess my vision is a little blurry, a little more free form, and I'm kind of reaching into the ether, the void, or whatever, and molding I guess blind, free form, whatever. I don't know if this is making any sense, but it made sense in my head, so I hope it made some sort of sense to you. And yeah, I think that's it for the break before you break. I don't really have a lot else on my mind to talk about. I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about before recording this, and I know there was a lot more in this subject or topic or whatever, and I kind of didn't touch on those, and I kind of forgot what they were, hence why I definitely should be taking notes. But yeah, the break before you break, that's it. I need this, I think, even if it's for just it's just for me. It is for me. It's all for me. I feel like a million times better, like I think, than I have all week. Work's really kicked my ass this week, and it's very cathartic. It's very freeing. It's therapeutic as well, in a way, so if anyone's out there listening to me ramble, thank you for listening to me ramble. This is the more serious side. I kind of want to cut that here. Topic wise, I'm not cutting the audio. I want to go to the Sony news stuff. If you've been hearing about it, Sony is turning off the PS3 and PlayStation Vita stores for basically you can't purchase games, and moving forward, and I think there was 3 countries they listed for, I literally think this month or August, I forget, and then like a good chunk like of the world, I think, in the beginning of 2027, and then like the rest of the world later in 2027 or something like that. They're doing that, and then they announced that no more physical disc. It's all going to be digital. PS6, I think, at this point would be all digital, no disc, which kind of sucks. I'm going to touch more on the PS3 stuff and PlayStation Vita, because that kind of matters to me a little bit more, because I'm going to be honest, Sony going all digital with PS6 just tells me to not buy the PS6, because all digital, I have a PC. My Steam library's fucking huge. Consoles where I would go to for physical, you know. And you're taking away the one aspect to me that I would want to buy your console. Other than maybe your what do you call it? Exclusives. Sorry, excuse me, exclusives. But really, even then, it's only Ratchet and Clank that I'm interested in, and it sucks to say, but I liked Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, but it was not worth the PS5, and I doubt whatever they're gonna do is gonna be worth the PS6. So that's just it on my part, or my thoughts on that aspect of them going all digital. But for the PS3 store, the PS Vita store closing, that makes me sad. I almost want to like go on the PS3 store and just buy a shit ton of games, especially the ones that carry over from PS3, PS4 to PS5, because there are some games, for example, if you buy on the PS3, you unlock that game for PS4 or PS5. But when you buy that game on PS5 digital PlayStation Store, you don't get it for PS4 or PS3. So I might look into those games maybe at the very least and get the PS3 to PS4 or PS5. But what's stopping me from buying other games on the store is that people are pointing out in the announcement that Sony said for the foreseeable future you can download those games. You won't be able to buy new games or DLC. You won't be able to get new purchases or new downloads, or new, like if something was free, for example, like if a game was free, you wouldn't be able to get it, I think, on the store. You had to have already it tied to your account, purchased, or I guess downloaded beforehand if it was free, and then it would be like in your quote-unquote library, so to speak, and then you could access your library through the store if you didn't have it downloaded, and you could download those games that way. But the key term is foreseeable future. So how long that is, they took away people's movies on the PS3 store, I think, recently. I don't know if it was specifically the PS3 store or just like across the board. Excuse me. You're out my water bottle cap. But yeah, so them doing that, and then the foreseeable future, it's not looking good to buy games, because you might as well mod your PS3 or your Vita and just get that shit for free, because fuck them, they don't care. And if they don't care, you should not care. They and I know the PS3 is fucking 20 years old, okay? I know, I get it, and it's 20 years old, and anyone should be lucky to have anyone care about a console that's over 20 years old. And PS3 players, which one, almost connoisseurs, the way, if you look at this console online, the way some people are, they care a lot, and Sony doesn't. So when the company doesn't care, you should not care as a consumer. They are taking that shit away. So mod the shit, or jailbreak whatever the fuck, the shit out of your PS3, your PS Vita, and download those bitches for free. Like I said, I think I might buy the ones that can go to PS4 and PS5 just so I can have them across, and then I can have them in the modern system as well. There is a benefit there. I have a PS4 and a PS5. But yeah, I mean, but even then, how long until PS4 and PS5? I mean, PS5 realistically should last a longer, but PS4 would be, PS3 basically on the chopping block. It's been on the chopping block for a while, like the axe is coming down. PS4 would be up next, essentially. Excuse me. But it's sad news. The PS3 holds a special place in my heart, and part of me had hoped that I mean, why just not leave it up? Like, there's a bunch of PS3s still out there in the wild, a bunch of people who love it to death. And, I mean, it's not hurting no one, and I find it hard to believe that it costs them quite a bit of money to just keep up the PlayStation Store. You know. And I think I'm not even bugged by as much as the PlayStation Store shutting down for PS3 and Vita as I am that the announcement of foreseeable future. Like, I can't get that out of my head. For the foreseeable future, you can download the shit you bought. And I know you don't buy things digitally, you buy licenses or whatever. And I understand, but still, come on, man. I did see a comment, I think it was on Reddit, and it said something like they had to put the foreseeable future for like a liability or legality thing, which I could kind of see, but I don't know, foreseeable future worries me. It worries me a lot, and I won't lie. Regardless if it is just a liability thing, it scares me. And yeah, I don't know where we're at, but PS6 I can at least cross off my wanting to buy list or whatever. Excuse me, another sip of water. But I think there's a lot more Sony news out there. I think there was rumors of them supposedly raising the subscription PlayStation Plus or whatever. I'll be honest, I didn't really look into it too much. I don't even know if it was just a rumor or if it was official. I just know about the PlayStation Store, PS3 Vita Store, and the PS6 basically going all digital 2028. Well, I guess it's not just the PS6. Let me take that back. It's not just the PS6 going all digital. Because the PS5... I mean, because the PS6 realistically, technically, maybe won't even be out in 2028. I don't know when it's coming out, but maybe it won't be out. But let's say the PS6 doesn't come out in 2028, PS5 will go all digital in 2028. Like, no new games past that point for PS5 will, get a disc. And I assume, I don't know I think PS4 still gets some discs, some newer games. So I'm gonna assume that they're cut out too. Like, it's just full Sony, PlayStation across the board. And I guess it's just not worth it. And in my head, it's not worth it to buy a Sony brand console anymore. I have my PC. I'm good. But that's it for Sony news. That's all I really wanted to talk about, to be honest. And I think I'm going to end it here. I want to say thank you to whoever took the time to listen to me ramble for 20 plus minutes wherever I'm at. I appreciate it. I want to do more of this. This was fun. I think this was good for me in my head. I just got off work. I work night shift. It's 7:40 in the morning, or about to be. I'm about to shower and go to bed. This was, I think, good for me. I hope you enjoyed listening, and I hope you have a good day. And I don't know how I want to end this, but I'm gonna quote oh my god, I'm forgetting his name, but he does like some of the intros for West Side Gun's albums, and one of the things he says I love a lot is peace and love. I hope you enjoy.